I'm Lara Schnitger. Well, I would describe it as 10 really big light boxes who are brighting up a dark alleyway in Sydney with images of different women from Sydney. Well, when I was designing an artwork for one of the alleyways in Sydney, there was a list of alleyways to choose from, and because I'm not from Sydney, I didn't really know where they were in the town, so I just went by the names. And then I was very interested in learning more about where the names came from the street, so then Reiby stood out as one of the only female names from the list to choose. She was this incredible businesswoman, one of the first ones in Australia, and the connection with the harbour and the land where the lane was became very interesting. Because I'm working with these different panels, I was very free in each panel to let my inspiration go. So one of the panels has the two swimmers in them. It's a big yellow panel, it's 2 meters by 2 meters, and I made them like a flag nearly to celebrate them. Actually, a lot of the elements is of course coming from patchworks, but also flags in the streets. Kind of a simpleness of form and color, something direct, but you can kind of read very quickly. You don't need to you know, sit there with your glasses, like I need to do. When I was here in Australia, I got connected with Aunty Bronwyn. She's been for 20 years advocating for women in Sydney and Aboriginal rights. So she knew a lot, and she pointed out to me how the women, the Aurora fisherwomen specific, were the breadwinners in the family, getting all the fish with their famous hook. The other light box has the 4 dates on there. First date is the date that the suffragette movement started in Sydney. Australia was the second country in the world to give the women the vote. The second is the women from the European origin who got the vote. Third date is the date for the Aboriginal women to get the vote. And the last date is the first female Prime Minister. So that's where those dates stand for. I think the idea of taking the work out of the museum has always fascinated me. I feel it's interesting to have people interacting with the work. I do these processions, and none of these processions is the same. I always like to make an element to the city or to the place. City without art is very empty to me. I think public art, even if it's an ugly art piece, people will talk about it, people will say something about it, and if you would take it away, they would miss it. It's part of a culture, it's part of something you really need around, I feel.